What's good, y'all, man? Our favorite bully from Gils Arena apparently had to call a producer out on the show. I know I'm a little late to the party. I did have this video recorded already. I kind of had to make some edits to it. So that's why I'm reacting to it again because there was more to it. I only had the reaction to the initial video. But apparently there was a lot of extra stuff that happened even off air where Gil kind of touched on it. So I decided to re-record the video and basically do it in totality. So I will be reacting to it again and just once again just giving my take on it as well as showing you guys what else happened along the way and giving my take on that as well. So let's jump in.
In good times, right? So you get to know people and you treat people a certain way, right? And I've always tried to be that, right? Treat people how I expect to be treated, with respect. I've vowed over years to meet the same energy as people give me and do more because of how I can come across, right? Which I know me, trying to get better over time and how my tone with people in situations. So something recently was brought to my attention, right? That one of the people that works here.
You ever noticed though, whenever Kenyon is talking or he has a very serious moment, I am a huge fan of the show, so I definitely watch. Whenever he's having like a real serious moment, don't none of them say nothing. It's as quiet as hell in there. Like it's everybody's just like, all right, I'm gonna shut the hell up and we just go listen. I think that's hilarious. Now maybe, Swaggy, he'll probably make a joke here and there, but other than that, it's always as quiet as a church mouse. So one thing that I will say, and I did see after the fact, is that a lot of people in the comments and a lot of people on Twitter was going crazy and trying to call Kenyon stuff like the same stuff he says don't like he did not like him that he talked about in here. People was trying to then make fun of him for it. But in my opinion, man, listen, that's just internet stuff. Because to be honest with you, wouldn't none of y'all say it to his face? And that's one thing I have an issue with when it comes to the internet stuff. Everybody has Twitter fingers until you actually in front of the person, and then the energy then shifts. For some people, I'm not gonna say all. You have some that don't have an issue. Same thing they say online, they say in person. But a lot of y'all know y'all not saying this stuff to Kenyon face. Like, stop it, stop it.
That we see daily, and I brought this person into my home, right? Had this person around my wife, my kids, right? Treating them nothing but respect, right?
Oh, shit.
And this is a loyalty situation I want people to, with their kids, right? Teaching situation. When people tell you be careful who you bring into your inner circle.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Be careful who you bring into your home.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you hear Swaggy in the background just saying random shit. Like, you don't even know what's going on. You just, once again, playing around.
This is this situation that I'm speaking of right now. Hey, Suge, come here.
Oh, shit. You want this?
Huh? No, I don't need the mask.
Kill him, nigga.
So I need you to do some explaining to me, brother.
You need a mic?
No, I don't need a mic. So, can you explain this video to me?
Yeah, that's the video we talked about.
No, we didn't talk about shit.
Yeah, we did speak about it.
No, you tried to apologize. So,
He can't even get a goddamn sentence out without that's the Dutter man. So the Dutter man can roll the show.
so there's it in here. Let me replay it for her.
Just explain there. Kenyon Martin is the only bright spot on the whole show. Kenyon Martin can't fucking talk straight. All that nigga. That's just all we need. He can't even get a goddamn sentence out without that's the Dutter man. So the Dutter man can roll the show.
So I don't know if you guys basically heard that because I know the audio can be a little iffy with that. Unless you got headphones, you hear it clearly. So basically, I guess the producer here, Suge, was basically having a conversation with somebody, and somebody was like that Kenyon Martin is kind of a huge part of the show and a great part of the show and could run the show. And Suge, one of the producers, apparently decided to call him Stutterman. So I'll let Kenyon tell the reason why, but you know.
So when I brought you into my home, this how you felt?
No, I apologize.
Huh? No, but so this how you felt when I brought you into my home and I had you around my wife and kids?
No, that's not how I felt.
So what did you go out your way when someone is showing me love in the moment? You go out your way to disrespect me.
I don't think I was being disrespectful. I was.
Huh? Disrespectful. When that's something that I've stated time and time again on this couch. Sensitive subject, huh? Sensitive subject for me, right? I drew a line in the sand a long time ago with this. There's no apology ever that, as an adult, that I will accept for this. I came in here one day over at Gils' house and you walked up to me and tried to apologize out the blue. I blew you off because I didn't know what you were talking about. That's the situation. Yes or no?
And see, this is why I kind of got a little upset with a lot of people, because basically a lot of people on the internet were saying that he apologized. Whereas I understand you gave an apology, but you gave an apology and I don't even know what we're talking about. So that means you knew you did something wrong. You came up to me, tried to apologize you wasn't sorry about what you said. You was just trying to get ahead of it so it wouldn't be no issues. So you tried to give me a half-ass apology. Not an actual apology, because you didn't feel bad, because if that's the case, you would have apologized right after it happened. You literally would have shot me a text message like, yo, Kenyon, I kind of had a little mishap. I may have said something that may hurt your feelings. I just want to apologize. It's not how I feel. But you basically just tried to apologize to get in front of it. And I can't stand crap like that. Then to sit here and say that that's not disrespectful, how is that not disrespectful? Even if you joking with somebody, there's certain, and I had to learn this, there are certain jokes that people take seriously. So like Kenyon said, he stated this many of times that it is something that he deeply struggled with growing up. Now, I ain't gonna lie. We all have, anybody that says they haven't, we've all been bullied in one shape, form, or whatever. It's happened to everybody in their life at one point in your time. We all ain't perfect. We all got some insecurities and stuff that it's just like, all right, you got to chill out when it comes to certain things. Now, I know I myself have been bullied throughout my life, and I was that person where it was hot-headed, where it was like, nah, I ain't gonna be made fun of, and then you just snap. Kenyon was one of those people, and I ain't gonna lie, to see Kenyon act the way he acted right now, to me, this is as calm as it gets. For those that don't know, Kenyon Martin was a real hothead, a swing first. I thought a couple times in this video he was gonna smack the shit out of him, but he didn't. He remained calm and just handle it in a manner that some people don't appreciate, which I'll talk about after this.
So
Why would
therefore,
you talk about this when I apologize?
because I didn't know what you was talking about, it didn't matter.
I sent you the video.
No, you did not. I didn't see the video. Someone else sent it to me. I didn't see the video until 2 weeks ago. First time ever seeing that. Had I saw it back then, we would have been had this conversation. Do you think not?
That's why I apologize.
But so you apologize because you realize it was some BS. Because you've been in my home around my wife and kids. I fed you, put money in your pocket. Did I not?
Want a shot?
Did I or did I not, dog?
I work for you.
No, you did, but did I put money in your pocket? You didn't do for pay, right?
Yes.
Right? Did you not come into my home? No, did you not come into my home multiple times when you didn't know no one was out here, right? You didn't have no one to go for Thanksgiving. Did I not invite you to my home?
Yes.
2 years in a row.
Yes.
And this is the things that you get.
After the apology too, right?
But that apology is null and void is what you don't understand, dog.
So here's where I got a little confused and just want to touch on. Now, a lot of people are going to sit here and say, but he apologized. Once again, what did you say in that apology? Because if it's just like, man, listen, I may have said some things, later down the line, I'm sorry. Or what did you explain what happened and what you actually said? Like people just believe if you go up to somebody and just be like, I'm sorry, I may have said some things. What did you say? Because if I, like you said, if I don't know what you're talking about, I'm gonna just blow it off. It could have just been something that happened and you just apologizing for it, but I don't know exactly what you're apologizing for. Then it's not like he's sitting here and saying, now a lot of people didn't pay attention to this. When he said, I sent you the video, and Kenyon said, no, you didn't. He never tried to fight back. He never tried to fight back and be like, Kenyon, yes, I did. Kenyon, I could go get my phone right now and I could show you I sent the video. Because 9 times out of 10, you got an iPhone. And if you don't know, with iPhones, it saves any videos or pictures that you've sent to other people. It saves all of that. So my thing is, you didn't even try to fight back. So I don't think he ever sent him the video. And he never told Kenyon what he's apologizing for. He probably was just like, my bad, thinking Kenyon may already know. So to sit here and do that, and then like Kenyon saying, and I get why Kenyon's so mad, when you sit there and you open your home and your heart to people, and to find out that somebody is talking about you behind your back, like, I don't understand why people would sit here acting like we not human. And being human, you have certain reactions and you react a certain way. His reaction may not be your reaction, but Kenyon's one of those people that loyalty is a big thing for him. You can tell by the way he's reacting and saying these things. I let you in my home. I fed you. I put money in your pocket. Whether it be you did a service for me or not, it still put money in your pocket. So Kenyon really values loyalty and really holds that near and dear to him. I myself do the same thing. So when I find out somebody, is doing something behind my back, and I've been in a situation like this, yeah, bro, you gonna check them and you gonna be upset about it. It could be the smallest thing in the world, but I'm telling you, trust and loyalty is very rare nowadays. Like everybody, to me, it's a lot of people out here with agendas. Nobody's really trying to really be loyal. So, when you it's hard to just let people in all the time, especially given the fact that he's also a basketball player and they deal with that a lot. So this is like something that's, near and dear to him.
If I knew about it then, I wouldn't accept your apology like I didn't then.
You did it.
I didn't. I blew you off. I said, yes, whatever, dog, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. That's the situation. So this is what disloyalty and people who don't respect you look like, y'all. People like him. Be careful who you invite into your home, who you have around your loved ones and your friends and family. This is what you get. People like this that talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. I have a speech impediment that everybody knows how I feel about this. Right? People that don't have a voice able to speak up for themselves, this is what this is about. You don't tease something of someone I have no control over and think it's okay. I don't want, no. Yes, you did it in front of, did you not do it in front of people? Did you not do it in front of people?
I apologize.
Did you not do it in front of people is my question, George.
Yes.
So therefore you want me to do it in public? I mean, private? No, I said I was the same energy, brother.
Damn. Caught that nigga by his government. That nigga said, George, Jesus. Damn. Ooh, buddy. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't about to sit here and stand there and let you just disrespect me like that. Now, I understand you hurt, and I understand you guys probably this is where I will play devil's advocate. I ain't about to stand there and take that. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not about to have you belittle me on a live. I'm gonna sit here and say, I bet get whatever you got to get off. We could talk about this when this is over. I'm not about to sit here and do all of this and be belittled on the show. And I'm also not going to sit here and escalate it because we're going to be professional. But we going to talk about this after the show. Now, once again, people were saying, why would Kenyon Martin do this on live? Why didn't he talk about it after the fact? Man, listen, bro. That video was recorded. That means you were saying it in front of people. Apparently, Kenyon said he don't even know these people that he was talking to. And then it was like the person that was talking was trying to big him up. And then you trying to be funny, Mr. Funny Man. So yeah, if you're gonna try to be Mr. Funny Man in front of other people around a bunch of people, don't know if it was around a bunch of people, but in front of somebody else, well, it had to be in front of a bunch of people because somebody recorded it. So you gonna be funny in front of a bunch of people? Yeah, I'm gonna embarrass you in front of a bunch of people. You try to do that to me and make jokes about me? Yeah, we on live, we here. You ain't want to apologize to me in the live and in front of those people. So no, I'm gonna embarrass you. Like, get the hell out of here, man. Like, no, man. I don't see nothing wrong with what Kenyon did in this moment. Now, I will say there was another clip that Gil posted, which I'll show you guys really quickly.
Videos in it where, you know, the video itself, where the guy was saying it, he wasn't actually working with us yet, with Gils Arena. He was reading comments, and so this was a few years ago. So he was reading.
Oh, this isn't recent. This isn't recent.
It wasn't recent. It was pushed to Kenyon like it actually was recent, but it wasn't a recent thing. He wasn't on the staff, and I guess he was like defending me in a sense, and he was reading comments and going off the comments, and then he said that about Kenyon.
Okay.
And then after the fact, he met Kenyon when he came and started working for the company and stuff like that, and him and Kenyon became good. So, you know, the people who held on to it, you know, been, you know, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to get it to Kenyon. And then, you know, I guess since it came, you know, to light, like, oh, we have the video. And then that's when he tried to apologize to Kenyon. So but since Kenyon never seen it, he just thought, oh, yeah, well, don't worry about it. Now, you know, he's seeing it, and, you know. So now he thinks, oh, yeah, I had you in my house, had you in my family, my kids. You know, so it's one of those things where it's like, well, no, and it was before. And I had to check, you know, because, you know, my dad, you know, watches all that down, below level content where they down there beefing, you know, doxing each other, recording, they, you know, edit to make it look certain ways. So my dad was like, no, I watched that episode because I was like, ooh, wait, whoa, you know, so he was, you know.
Now, I know for a lot of people that kind of would shed a light because it's like, oh, it's 2 years ago. Oh, Kenyon should have just got over it. It's not that big of a deal. He didn't even work for the show yet. Yeah, no, I'm with Kenyon, bro. Like, no. And my thing is, okay, so Gil, like I said, I don't want to argue and say Gil's lying. It's just when you listen to people talk, sometimes and like I said, I know the person asked him a question. I feel like Omar should have asked even more questions because it's like, okay, so that so where was he where that confrontation was going, where, you know, that conversation was going on? Because if that's the case, and you're saying he was reading comments, okay, so he was reading comments and then made that comment before he came on the show. But what was he reading comments for and having that conversation? Like, where was that conversation if you have all that information like that? So that means you know more than what you're letting on. It just sounds a little that part sounds a little sketchy to me. So you weren't working for the show, but this is something you did before you worked for the show. So then you already didn't like Kenyon Martin because he was stutter man. You get a job at the show to then try to apologize. You already know you don't really like Kenyon like that because you ain't making that joke if you like a person. Like, you was trying to be funny and you was trying to sound like you didn't like the person. You don't like Kenyon Martin. So to do that and then try to come on the show and then try to be friends with him, it still plays into what Kenyon's talking about, where it's like, bro, that's still disrespectful because you got close to me knowing you made this comment. You did that because you wanted us to be cool just in case this ever came out. You wasn't doing it to try to genuinely be friends with somebody. And this is just me giving my opinion because that's what this sounds like to me. So that's why I'm on Kenyon's side, because I could see where Kenyon's coming from with that. Because it's like, bro, like it makes you think, were you really trying to be my friend, or was you just trying to save your ass in case this ever came out again? And for people to sit here and downplay it like, oh, well, this makes it even worse. Kenyon's an asshole and a bully. Oh, he's just trying to bully people. Nah, man, I still stand with Kenyon on this. It actually makes it worse, in my opinion. It actually makes it 10 times worse because you tried to give me a half-ass apology. Then you tried to be friends with me knowing the way you feel about me. Then you sat here and I did all these things for you, let you come to my house for Thanksgiving, let you be around my kids, let you be around my family. And then you sit here and you turn around and, you know, you don't even mention it ever again. That's the thing. Or you don't even try to say, yo, Kenyon, you remember that situation I apologized to you about before? You know, I just want to make sure we still cool off of that. You know, like weeks later, like just make sure we still cool because, you know, I don't know if you know, but it was a video coming out. Like, you never did that. And to me, you didn't really care. You just wanted to be like, get like I said, keep trying to get ahead of it, man. So I definitely feel like it's not our place to really judge how Kenyon reacts to the video. I will say, George, Suge, or whatever you want to call him, in my opinion, bro, that's messed up, man. Well, and that's just how I feel on it. Now, y'all can sit here and formulate your own opinions, and please let me know in the opinions. Maybe y'all feel differently, and I would definitely love to know how y'all feel about this situation. But yeah, that was crazy. That's freaking crazy. Now, Kenyon did do a response to the whole Gil situation. I'll probably do a separate video on that. If you guys get this to at least 5 likes, I'll make a separate reaction to that video instead. But once again, please make sure to like, subscribe, and support. And hey, if any more drama happens, you know where to come to see it. Peace. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Appreciate you. Check out some of my other videos or subscribe to the channel so that we can keep updated with what's going on. Also, check me out on Twitch. Appreciate you.